Have you ever wondered how much money you spent on Xenoverse 2? Because the game has been out for almost 6 years now, and we are about to be on DLC Pack 14 for this game at the same time. So I've definitely thought about this from time to time, but never actually took the time to look at it and see how much I've truly spent on this game. Well, that's what we're going to do in this video and just show how much money I've spent on this game, which will also help you figure out how much money you spent on Xenoverse 2 at the same time. Let's jump into it. So like I said, in this video, we're going to be figuring out how much money I've spent on the game, showing the prices of all the different DLCs and things like that, and just calculating how much I've truly spent on this game through almost 6 years at this point in time, because I not only have the game on PlayStation, I have the game on Xbox, and I have the game on PC as well. So I've bought the game on 3 separate occasions, and that's not including all the other DLC that I've bought for this at the same time. Now, before we actually get into this, YouTube is letting me know that only about 50% of you guys who watch the videos are subscribed, so be sure to smash up that sub button if you're new, turn the notification bell on if you have not already, and then also smash up that like button because it definitely does help your boy out. Now, getting into this, first I want to just showcase all the stuff that I have bought on PlayStation to show that I literally have every single DLC pack that you can get as far as PlayStation goes. So you can see on the screen right here, just scrolling through it, I have every single DLC pack that this game has brought out up until this point in time on PlayStation. Now on Xbox, I have almost every single DLC that this game has brought out except for the first 4 DLCs. I did not buy the Season Pass 1 on Xbox because by the time I bought the game on Xbox, it had already passed and there was really no point of buying those on Xbox. The only reason I buy DLC on Xbox is so I'm able to play the DLC a bit early and get that content out to you guys a bit early as well. Now you may have noticed on Xbox, you also saw that I did buy 1,000 TP medals at one point in time. Reason being is because I had absolutely none over there and I needed it just for a video when it came to the custom partners. So I did spend 1,000 TP medals on Xbox, or buy 1,000 TP medals on Xbox, and I also did buy that on PlayStation when the Hero Coliseum initially did drop at the same time. So we'll add that $20 in at the end of this video. Now with all this being shown, let's calculate how much I actually have spent on this game. And as you guys can see on the screen right here, this is all the stuff that I've bought for Xenoverse 2 on PlayStation, on Xbox, and on Steam, and the prices that I bought them for at the same time. So when it comes to PlayStation, I spent $60 on the base game, and of course bought the Season Pass when it initially came out as well. Then we also bought the Extra Pass, which included DLC 5 through 8. Then we bought the Ultra Set and the Legendary Set, which does cover each and every single DLC for Xenoverse 2. So on PlayStation alone, I have spent a total of $152 on this game. So if you have the game on one console and have bought every single DLC, whether you've bought them through the passes or through the sets, you spent anywhere from about $150 to $170 on Xenoverse 2, and that's not including if you've also bought some TP medals from time to time as well. Now on Xbox, I bought the base game for $30. Actually, really, it would be $45 if we're gonna be accurate, because I did originally have Xenoverse 2 on disc for Xbox, but then I ended up getting an Xbox Series S, not realizing that I can't use the disc, so I had to re-buy the game from the store, and I already initially bought the game for $15 from GameStop, and then I had to re-buy the game for $30 from the Xbox store. So you could actually say I spent $45 on Xbox when it comes to buying the base game, but then I also did buy the Extra Pass, and then I bought the Ultra Set and the Legendary Set. So on Xbox, I have spent $137 on this game, and then I bought the base game on sale on Steam for only $19.99. So in total, if you add up Xbox and Steam, it's $157, and then I also spent $152 on PlayStation for this game. So in total, just there alone, I have spent about $310, guys. And then we add in the simple fact that I have bought TP medals twice. I bought the TP medal 1,000 pack on PlayStation one time, and I bought the 1,000 pack on Xbox one time, as you guys saw earlier. Add that $20 in, I've spent $330 on Xenoverse 2 up until this point in time, which is just absolutely insane to think about, especially since there's more DLCs that are still coming that I'm gonna be buying for not only Xbox but for PlayStation as well. So by the time they decide to finish this game and stop with the DLCs, I could spend anywhere from like $400 to $500 on Xenoverse 2, which is just crazy to think about. So I really wanted to put this video together just to show how much money not only I have spent on this game, but also help you guys figure out how much money you've potentially spent on the game as well. Because like I said, if you've bought everything from the very beginning, the base game for $60, season pass for $30, extra pass for $30, and then the ultra set and legendary set for $14.99 and $16.99, you've spent about $150 to $160 alone on Xenoverse 2. And then for someone like me who has the game on multiple consoles and has bought DLC on multiple consoles, I've spent about $310 to $330 when you include those TP medals as well. So overall, man, it's just kind of crazy to think about a game like this that doesn't really have microtransactions, or is not big on microtransactions, I should say. I've spent that much money through the game's lifespan. It's just absolutely crazy, but at the same time, it just shows how much I love Xenoverse 2 as well. Like, I would not have spent this much money buying the game, buying multiple DLCs on multiple consoles, if I truly just did not love Xenoverse 2. And I hope at some point in time we do get that Xenoverse 3, because Xenoverse is by far one of my favorite Dragon Ball gaming series that has ever dropped, and clearly it's a lot of other people's favorite, considering how well this series has done from not only Xenoverse 1 but Xenoverse 2 as well. Xenoverse 2 is probably pushing 9 million sales at this point in time, which is just crazy to think about for a game that is not competitive in any way, shape, or form. But let me know what you guys think about this down below in the comments. And also, off this chart that you guys see, or off the prices that I put together on the screen for you guys, can you figure out how much money you spent? And if you can, let me know how much money you spent down below in the comments. But as always, man, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, hope y'all have a good one. Peace, y'all.